What is up? Good morning, everybody. How are you doing? We are talking about my 30-minute routine. So it's a 30-minute routine I do in the morning that I think everyone at 30 or over should be doing. And don't forget, at the end of this video, we do a nice little word of the day. So we'll have a nice little word of the day at the end of the video so you can build your vocabulary as you're developing yourself as a person. And if you like what you hear, don't forget to give me a thumbs up on this video, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you can stay up to date on more videos like this. And I hope you enjoy. Let's get into it here. So we got a morning routine that I think everyone over 30 should do. So if you're 30 or older, if you're 30 or older, you know what I'm talking about here. When you're younger, 20 to 25, 27, 28, then you start creeping up. You start to realize how you are not invincible. But when you're younger, you feel a little invincible. And then as you get older, more things happen, injuries, back pain, you get sick. Things happen to you as you get older. For anyone who's young and you're a young bull, you'll see what's going to happen. So for anyone over 30, I like to do a morning routine that helps me be healthy and helps me get ready for the morning. And I like routines. Routines are such an important part of our lives. I'm reading a book right now. It's called, what is it called? Atomic Habits. And it talks about how important habits are. We're going to have another book review on this, but it talks about how important habits are and how habits help build an effective lifestyle, and how goal setting is important, but in order to reach your goals, you need to have good habits. And this is a good habit. Having a morning routine is a really good habit to have, especially if the things that you're doing are going to help you down the road in the future. And so the 30-minute routine I do is when I wake up, I boil some water, and while the water is boiling, I do about a 10-minute stretch. Do a 10-minute stretch, and then at the end, I'm trying to exercise a little more actually. I used to exercise a lot when I was younger, and I haven't done it in a while. So at the end of my stretch, I'll do like 20 push-ups and 20 air squats. And I know people who work out a lot, you'll look at me and you'll laugh. But for me right now, that's actually pretty good. I get winded. It's embarrassing to say that, but I do get a little winded. My goal is to get that up more and actually doing my own maybe 10 to 15-minute exercise. But the important thing here is stretching. So I stretch while the water's boiling. Then the water boils to a complete. I take that out. I pour it into I make some green tea. I let the green tea sit for 10 minutes because green tea is best after 10 minutes of letting it seep. While it's seeping for 10 minutes, I do a breathing exercise, abdominal breathing, and I combine that with meditating. So I do 10 minutes of abdominal breathing, and then I drink my green tea after the 10 minutes has been done. And I'm getting the best of all worlds there. And I'm going to break down why those are so good, but think about the very quick highlight. Stretching is so important. You get stiff up and my back has been really hurting me badly. You need to do a little bit of exercises to get the heartbeat moving, get the blood flowing. Green tea is amazing for you. And meditating and breathing has so many benefits to it. It's such an amazing morning exercise. I've heard others have different morning routines. And so it's not a mandatory thing for anyone over 30. It's just something that I do that I find really helpful. There are other routines like writing. Some people do journal writing in the morning. Some people take a walk. Some people have longer routines than 30 minutes. But for me, I like a quick 30 minutes and I get my bases covered here. So what does this all do? So stretching, I do a little stretching, and I'm taking this information from acefitness.org because I'm not a physical therapist and I don't have all this. So I need a little backup information here. So what is stretching? Why is stretching good for you? 4 key things I want to call out. It decreases muscle stiffness and increases your range of motion. Okay, so stretching improves your range of motion. And improve your range of motion, which may also slow the degeneration of your joints. Well, that's not good. You don't have degeneration of your joints. 2, decreases the risk of low back pain. This is what I was really badly dealing with. The other day, my back was hurting so badly, I had to put a heating pad on it because I couldn't sit, I couldn't lay down. It was cramped up. My whole back was cramped up. And I haven't stretched in a long time. I have a sedimentary lifestyle. I sit down. I either do a podcast, but most of the time I'm working, but it's on a computer. And my back was really cramping up and it was not good for me at all. And so I started to stretch more. And now it feels a little better. But I need to do more stretching, more back exercises, get myself more flexible because I was dealing with a lot of pain and it was not comfortable at all. It was because of the lifestyle I have. And now I'm changing that. 3 is helps reduce or manage stress. We live in a world of stress. This helps reduce the stress. Well-stretched muscles hold less tension, and therefore they can help you feel less stressed. And then it promotes circulation. Stretching increases blood supply to your muscles and joints, which allows for greater nutrient transportation and improves the circulation of blood through your entire body. You need that damn blood. Let that blood circulate. Little 10-minute stretch is not going to hurt you, and it's not enough time to deprioritize other things. Prioritize your health. Do a little 10-minute stretch in the morning. Okay, so that's stretch. Remember, I get down in the morning, I put some hot water on, and then I stretch for 10 minutes. Now, after I stretch, I do the breathing exercise, abdominal breathing. Deep abdominal breathing. And I'm taking this information from pdrclinics.com. And well, let me take a step back here. Before I gave you the benefits, before I even researched these benefits, I read a book on the Acid Watcher diet. It's called the Acid Watcher diet. And the book was to help reduce or eliminate my heartburn, bad acid reflux I had. And outside of the diet, there was one recommendation about doing a deep breathing exercise and meditating. And the point of the deep breathing exercise, according to what the book was saying, was that it would help, 1, boost your immune system, but then 2, it would help at the very bottom of your esophagus. There's a thing called an LES, lower esophagus sphincter. And when you do deep breathing with your stomach, when I say deep abdominal breathing, I mean in and out of your nose and let your stomach go expand in and out. Expand and contract. Let the air go to your stomach as opposed to letting the air just come to your chest. You ever get mad? You're like, that's like chest breathing. It's not really the best for you. But deep breathing in the stomach, what that does is, practically speaking for me, and what I was getting from this book, is it expands and contracts the lower esophagus sphincter. And the point of what that did was it helped strengthen it. And when it's stronger, it does a better job of not allowing food and acid to get shot up into your esophagus. That's what acid reflux heartburn is. You get heartburn because acid's getting shot up and the lower esophagus sphincter is loose and it's not stopping the acid from going up. So for me, this was a practical thing I started doing because I wanted to eliminate my heartburn. I did that with diet and I did that with this breathing exercise. But there's a lot more benefits after I started doing it more and more, and I started talking to people who do abdominal breathing and who coach about it and teach about it. There's a lot more benefits. So I'm now reading from pdrclinics.com, but I've been hearing this information from a lot of people. So it increases your supply of oxygen and nutrients to cells throughout the body. It helps increase the supply of blood and nutrients to muscle, blood, and bones. It relaxes muscle spasm and relieves tension, releases and reduces muscular tension, and that eventually may cause structural problems. That does not sound good. And supports muscle growth and provides energy to things to get things done. So what abdominal breathing again is, I stick out my chest, shoulders are straight up like this, they don't slouch, and I breathe in and out of my nose, not my mouth, breathe it in and out of my nose, and let the breath, let my stomach go in and out, not my chest. So and I do that for 10 minutes. So 10 minutes. And I combine that with like meditating. So I'm meditating and I'm doing the breathing exercise. So I'm getting all of the benefits from meditating, de-stressing, relaxing my body, helping my lower esophagus sphincter so I can prevent acid reflux, and then all of the things I just said. A lot of benefits. That's my second thing. After now, right, I'm meditating while my tea is seeping. You got to let your tea seep for 10 minutes. The reason is when your green tea, the green tea has a thing called catechins, I think it's called. I might be pronouncing that wrong, but catechins, CATECHINS, catechins. And they don't properly seep out of the tea bag into the hot water until about 10 minutes. So green tea is best to drink after 10 minutes of seeping, but don't drink it after an hour. So it's like after 10 minutes, but don't wait after an hour of it letting it seep, because then it's no good anymore. Not because it's the temperature. I think the catechins or whatever, just I think they're not as active anymore and it doesn't help you. So I let that seep for 10 minutes. While it's seeping, I'm killing two birds, one stone. Seeping and breathing. Seep and breathe. And why green tea? So green tea, when you're drinking, there are studies to show more green tea you drink, the less likelihood you have of developing cancer. So there has been, I'll read this off. I'm taking this from one of the books I read. It's called Anti-Cancer, A New Way of Life. And it goes, in a group of Japanese women suffering from breast tumors that had not yet metastasized, researchers discovered that those who consumed 3 cups of green tea a day had 57% fewer relapses than those who only drank 1 cup a day. In men with prostate tumors, daily consumption of 5 cups, that's a lot, 5 cups of green tea reduced the risk that their cancer would progress to an advanced stage by 50%. So I drink green tea, and I don't really have a limit. It's you get the green tea that has very low caffeine or no caffeine at all, so it's really not going to get you all jittery, especially later in the day. And it's got clear benefits that have been linked to reduced levels of cancer. And so I drink green tea. So now think about my routine. Wake up in the morning, stretch and exercise, get my body relax, help my back from not being all cramped up, and I let my blood flow better. Then I do deep breathing exercises, which helps my lower esophagus sphincter. I do a little meditation. Meditation has been linked to increase immune system. I've also increased the supply of oxygen and nutrients throughout the body by doing the deep breathing exercise. I'm less stressed. And then I hit it off with some green tea, where I have a less likelihood now, because I'm doing more consumption of green tea, not just in the morning, but even later in the day. But I start off in the morning with some green tea and decrease my risk of cancer. Go ahead. Try to beat that damn morning routine. If you're 30 and you don't have a morning routine, start off with this. Then you can change it up. But do those things, prioritize your health, and you'll be better. And you'll feel more relaxed and more refreshed to conquer the day. This is, what is it, 6:21 a.m. in the morning. I'm doing this right now. I've just finished my last sip of green tea about 20 minutes ago, I feel beautiful. Get your butt doing a morning routine. If you're 30, you cannot live up. You keep going on and on and on. You'll realize you're going to be very unhealthy unless you change your routines, build better habits. Okay, now we end off with a little word of the day. We have to end off with a little word of the day, and just so you guys know, I don't. When we're doing words of the day here, I'm going to start incorporating words of the day at the end of every video. When I'm not doing a conversation, when I'm just talking to myself. But keep in mind, these are not overly complicated words that you might find on the SATs. I don't think you'll find these on the SATs. And the reason why is I'm not going to give words of the day that no human being uses throughout the day, because I think that is stupid. Why are you going to give a word that sounds really sophisticated, but you're never going to use in a conversation? That's, to me, useless. It's futile. There's no point of that. So I give words that you will use and can use in a conversation, words that you'll actually hear, words that are not so sophisticated that they'll be on an SAT because you're never going to use them. So the word of the day is rife. R-I-F-E, rife. And it is the definition is especially of something undesirable or harmful of common occurrence. And then semicolon, it says widespread. So an example is they both have entirely messy stories, rife with plot holes and improbabilities. So something that is of common occurrence, widespread, especially of something undesirable or harmful. So if your life is rife with bad habits, get your butt doing good habits. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and podcast. I hope that you can give me a thumbs up on this if you did like it. Comment in your perspective. If you disagree with anything that I said and you have a different routine that you want to talk about, then please add that. I'd love to hear it. I would love to hear your routine if you have one, because we could all learn from you as well. So appreciate you doing that, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. Take it easy, and thank you.